Hello, Santa Monica, and welcome to this week's Blue Notebook Review. In this episode, we're going to cover the week of August 3rd to August 9th. And we have a lot to unpack, so let's just dive right in, shall we? As you can tell by what I'm wearing, on August 5th, we celebrate our annual National Night Out event. Our theme this year was Santa Monica All-Stars. Since we're all Team Santa Monica, we thought it would be the perfect theme, and it was a success. And let's bring the camera up. They say the hardest thing to do in life is to show up, but showed up you did. We estimate about 1,500 of you came to our National Night event, and we just want to say thank you. We hope you had a good time. We hope you enjoyed our food and the games and the conversation and the laughs, because I know for each of us in here, it truly does mean something. So thank you so much. Oh, and I want to give a big shout out to LAPD Air, who did that flyover. Even after 25 years of being on the job, it's still quite a sight to see. This week, we saw a slight uptick in calls for service. We responded to 2,520 calls, bringing us to just about 73,500 calls for service year to date. We had the same 60-40 split from citizen-initiated calls to officer-initiated calls. To put that in context, that's about 44,000 called in by you, and about 30,000 times an officer on patrol took the initiative to proactively handle a situation before it escalated. Of the 2,500 calls, 63 led to arrests, bringing our year-to-date arrest total to 1,917. This week, there was a traffic education and enforcement operation by our motors and DART officers. This led to 69 traffic stops, 64 citations, and 4 advisals. They also hosted a Know Your Limit education event in the 100 block of Wilshire Boulevard. They brought out our mobile command post and educated approximately 136 individuals on impaired driving. They also gave 57 people voluntary breath tests to compare their breath alcohol content to their perceived BAC. Patrol officers located a stolen vehicle near 7th and Idaho. They initiated a traffic stop on the vehicle at Sentinel and Broadway, and ultimately arrested the driver. Patrol also responded to an attempted residential burglary in the 14th block of Broadway, where the suspect picked the lock of the residence. Fortunately, and this is a good tip for y'all, the resident also used their deadbolt, which prevented the suspect from making entry. The suspect was located in front of the residence and arrested for attempted burglary. And there's also a commercial burglary that happened in the 23rd block of Santa Monica Boulevard. The owner of the business got alerted by their security camera that a suspect was inside taking cash from the register. The victim and officers arrived on scene and arrested the suspect for burglary. And let's switch the camera again. So most people have alarms in their homes and in their businesses. And alarms are good, but it's just a deterrent. Now, security cameras, now those are great, because not only do you get a live view as to what's going on inside, but now you're also collecting evidential footage that can be used to either later apprehend the suspect or in court when it comes time for them to face trial. So don't just get an alarm that makes noise, also get a security camera. And we talked about this last week also. If you do want your community engagement team to come and do a security assessment at your business or at your residence, give us a call. The number should be down below, but 310-458-8474. Our patrol officers also conducted a traffic stop after running the license plate and seeing that it was associated with a reported missing person. Officers located a loaded handgun concealed in the suspect's pants. There was also another traffic stop for no front license plate and tinted windows. A search of the front passenger revealed a loaded handgun in their waistband as well. So that passenger was arrested and the driver was cited. Our DART officers have been busy patrolling the beaches and the parks. They stopped an individual for drinking in public and was found to have a no-bail warrant for their arrest. They also conducted a consensual encounter on an individual. Turns out he had a no-bail arrest warrant for himself too. As you've seen over the last few Blue Notebooks, a stop for a low-level violation often turns into something more. So ultimately, DART arrested 9 individuals and issued 5 citations during their operation. Our crime impact team continued to focus on certain hotspots throughout the city. This is why it's important that when you see something suspicious to give us a call. So get the camera. So each call generates a dot on the map. And To break it down in layman's terms, we put the cops on the dots. So if there's something happening in your neighborhood but no one ever calls, then we don't know, unless it's one of the patrol officers patrolling by and just happens to see it. But so if you see something, say something. Give us a call. So it looks like CIT, based on their focused deployments, led to 35 pedestrians being stopped and 17 traffic stops. That generated 7 felony arrests and 2 misdemeanor arrests, along with documenting 4 active gang members. As we discussed in the beginning, our community engagement team planned and hosted this year's National Night Out. We also visited the Mini Soccer World Cup at the historic Belmar Park, where your neighborhood resource officer, Tago, welcomed the 14 teams, which represented over 40 different countries. That was truly a great and fun event. Our help team has been hard at work in addressing homelessness throughout the city. During a park closure operation at Tongva Park, they arrested an out-of-compliance sex offender, issued 2 citations, and brought 3 individuals to Samuelbridge to start their rehabilitation. They also saw a suspect who was wanted for an armed robbery where he used a 15-inch metal pipe to steal items from a local shop. And here, we had an LAPD detective reach out to our help team to find a homeless individual in Santa Monica who is a suspected sexual predator with a history of violent sexual assaults. Our help officers utilized department resources to provide possible locations of where he may be. Based on that information, it led to the whereabouts and arrest of the individual. And it looks like we have some great news. You all really stepped it up and adopted 13 cats and 6 dogs. Thank you so much. We now have 32 cats and 25 dogs ready for adoption, and I believe they're still continuing to reduce the cost of adoption. And our Harbor Services Unit responded to 7 medical calls, 8 calls for service, and effected 1 rescue. And that, my friends, is the conclusion of this week's Blue Notebook review. But before I wish you adieu, let's go ahead and read some of the comments submitted by you guys. Here we have Scanner Pacific. Thank you, SMPD, for putting out these video series. It's a nice change from not having regular information shared in the past, and really helps keep the community informed. And my card is cut off, but if I remember correctly, when you wrote this, I think you made mention to, is there a CAD system or something that you can look at to get our calls for service? And I kind of covered that in maybe the first video, if not the first one, the second video. But we don't have a CAD system per se, but we do have our Crime View dashboard, and I showed how to access that. The information there is current within 24 hours. As of right now, I'm not saying it can't change in the future, but as of right now, that's probably the best way you can get some type of documentation for every call for service we went to. So hopefully that helped. From Sand Dune, I want to give a shout out to the workers that clean up trash. Santa Monica gets trashed with all the beach traffic. We wouldn't have such a beautiful beach without those workers. Sand Dune, I could not agree with you more. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to maintain the city and to keep it clean. And so, yes, thank you to those workers. Thank you to all the workers. I mean, it really takes a lot. From Holy Guacamole, great. Thank you. Are you the real Holy Guacamole? Because that place is delicious. From D-Ray. Okay, this is a long one. Okay, so I'm not going to comment on what others are doing, but I am happy that you like our videos. You've been a long-time commenter. This is what, our 4th video, I think? And you've been on each and every single one of them. So thank you, D-Ray. From Ask the Stash. Thank you, sir, and thank you, SMPD. Well, on behalf of SMPD and myself, you're very welcome. Thank you, Stash. Hope I get to see you soon. From Original JP. Let's go, RV. Let's go, JP. Thanks for stopping by and leaving a comment. Appreciate you. And this, I don't know how you, oh, I get it now. Okay, this is you, liar. That's the handle name. I'm not calling me a liar. Clapping. Well, thank you, so much. And that is now the conclusion of this week's Blue Notebook Review. Until next week, don't forget, leave comments, questions. I'll do my best to answer the majority of them. Sometimes I can't get to some of them, but I'll do my best. All right, y'all. Take care, and I'll see you next week.